The man who pretended to be dead for 15 years, real criminal story. The small town of Oak Ridge had seen many strange things, but nothing compared to the night when a man who was supposed to be dead walked right into a grocery store, 15 years after his funeral. The store clerk froze. The man looked older, his beard gray, but there was no mistake, it was Michael Turner, the man whose body was supposedly found in a burned car accident years ago. Michael looked right at the stunned clerk, gave a small smile, and whispered, "You didn't see me." Then, he disappeared out the door before the police could even arrive. When the police reviewed the security footage, it sent chills through everyone who saw it. Michael's death certificate was on record. His family had mourned him, buried a coffin, and moved on. But there he was, alive. The town exploded with questions. Had someone else died in that car? Did Michael fake his death? And why had he come back now, after all these years? Detective Laura Hayes was assigned the case. She remembered Michael's name clearly. He had been a well-liked construction manager with a wife, Emily, and a young son, Jacob. But behind the smiles, there had been whispers of gambling debts and missing company funds. The investigation back then had ended abruptly when his car was found crashed near the woods, burned beyond recognition, with his wallet and ring in the front seat. The police assumed the body was his. No one questioned it, until now. Laura drove to the Turners' old home, now owned by another family. The neighborhood looked the same, but she could still feel something heavy in the air, a secret buried for too long. She knocked on the door, and to her surprise, Emily Turner opened it. She looked startled but not shocked. It was as if she'd been expecting someone. "Detective Hayes," Emily said softly, her voice trembling. "I knew this day would come." Laura frowned. "You knew?" Emily looked past her, as if watching for someone in the distance. "Michael isn't who everyone thought he was," she whispered. "And if he's back, then it means he's in danger again." Laura's instincts kicked in. Emily wasn't just frightened, she was protecting something. Or someone. "Where's Jacob?" Laura asked. Emily hesitated. "He's not here. He left years ago, after he found out the truth." Before Laura could press further, a loud bang echoed from the back of the house. Both women jumped. Laura drew her weapon and ran toward the sound, but the backyard was empty except for an open gate swinging in the wind. In the distance, she saw a dark figure slipping into the woods. "Michael!" Emily screamed. Laura's heart raced. The figure paused for a moment, then vanished into the trees. The next morning, the entire town buzzed with the story. Some said Michael had been spotted again, walking near the old highway. Others claimed he broke into his former office late at night. The FBI got involved, reopening his old embezzlement case. Millions of dollars had disappeared 15 years ago, right before Michael's death. That night, Detective Laura sat in her car outside the woods, replaying the footage from the store. She zoomed in on Michael's face. There was fear in his eyes, but also something else. Regret. Then, suddenly, her phone buzzed. A blocked number. She hesitated before answering. "Detective Hayes," a man's voice whispered. It was rough, tired, but familiar. "If you want the truth about what happened 15 years ago, come alone to the lake at midnight." Laura's grip tightened on her phone. "Michael, is that you?" But the line went dead. She stared out into the darkness, her pulse pounding. For 15 years, everyone thought Michael Turner was dead. Now he was alive, and whatever secret he'd been hiding was finally about to come out. She didn't know it yet, but the truth behind Michael's fake death would uncover a web of betrayal, greed, and danger that reached far beyond Oak Ridge. And before the night was over, someone else would disappear. The night air at Oak Ridge Lake was cold and still. The moonlight shimmered over the water, and the sound of crickets filled the silence. Detective Laura Hayes stood by her car, watching the dark shoreline. It was exactly midnight, just like the mysterious caller said. She scanned the trees with her flashlight, her other hand resting on her holster. "Michael," she called out softly. "It's Detective Hayes. I came alone." No answer. Then, a voice came from behind her. "You shouldn't have come." Laura spun around, her flashlight beam catching a man's face. He looked older, thinner, and tired. It was unmistakably Michael Turner. His eyes darted around nervously. "I had to," Laura said calmly. "You've been dead for 15 years. People deserve to know the truth." Michael shook his head. "No. They can't know everything. It's not what you think." "Then help me understand," Laura said, stepping closer. Michael looked down at the ground. "The night of the crash. I wasn't alone. Someone was supposed to kill me." Laura froze. "Kill you? Why?" He hesitated. "Because I found something I wasn't supposed to. Money laundering, company secrets, powerful people. I tried to expose them, but before I could, they came for me. I had one chance to survive, fake my own death." Laura's heart pounded. "So the burned body in the car, who was it?" Michael's face darkened. "I didn't know him. They left him there to make sure no one questioned it. They made me disappear. But why come back now?" Michael looked toward the lake. "Because they found me again. They never stopped looking." Suddenly, a rustling came from the woods. Michael's eyes widened in fear. "They're here." Laura turned her flashlight toward the noise, but it was too late. A dark SUV sped out from the trees, its headlights blinding. Michael ran toward the water as Laura drew her gun. "Stop! Police!" she shouted, but the SUV didn't slow down. Hots rang out. Laura dove for cover. When she looked back, Michael was gone, vanished into the black water. "Michael!" she yelled, rushing to the lake's edge. The surface rippled under the moonlight, but there was no sign of him. By morning, the lake was swarming with police and divers. They searched for hours but found nothing. No body. No footprints. No trace that Michael had even been there. Chief Daniels approached Laura as she stood by the dock. "You sure about what you saw, Hayes? It's been 15 years. Could have been someone else." "It was him," Laura said firmly. "He knew things no one else could." "Like what?" She hesitated. "He said people in power wanted him gone. That he found something he shouldn't have." The chief sighed. "Without proof, it's just a story." He walked off, leaving Laura staring at the calm water. Later that night, Laura returned to her office and opened Michael's old case file. Everything suddenly seemed off: the accident photos, the statements, even the coroner's report. She noticed something strange: the dental records used to identify Michael's body had been filed by a clinic that didn't exist anymore. Her stomach dropped. The records had been fake. Just then, her computer screen flickered. A new email appeared: no sender, no subject line. She hesitated before clicking it. Inside was a single photo, her, standing at the lake the night before. And below it, a short message. "You're getting too close, detective." Laura's heart froze. Whoever had been chasing Michael was now watching her. As thunder rolled outside her window, she realized this case wasn't just about a man who faked his death. It was about something far darker, something that powerful people were willing to kill for. And Michael Turner might not be the only one pretending to be dead. Rain poured over Oak Ridge the next night, washing away the dust from the small town and replacing it with a thick blanket of unease. Detective Laura Hayes sat in her car outside the abandoned mill on the edge of town, the same place where Michael Turner once worked before his death. She had followed a hidden clue buried deep inside that anonymous email. Someone wanted her here, and she was ready for answers. The mill looked lifeless. Its broken windows rattled in the wind. Laura's flashlight cut through the darkness as she stepped inside, the echo of her boots bouncing off the concrete floor. Old machinery sat rusted and silent. But then, she saw it, a dim light flickering from one of the offices upstairs. She climbed the metal stairs slowly, gun drawn. The door was cracked open. Inside, a laptop screen glowed. On the screen was a video paused at the first frame, a man's face. Michael Turner. Laura hit play. Detective Hayes, Michael's voice said, tired but steady. If you're seeing this, I'm probably gone. But you need to know the truth. I didn't just fake my death to save myself. I did it to protect my family. They were in danger because of what I found, millions of dollars laundered through fake companies tied to politicians and businessmen right here in Oak Ridge. I tried to expose them, but the deeper I dug, the more dangerous it became. I couldn't trust anyone. Not even the police. The video shook slightly as Michael took a deep breath. I thought I could stay hidden forever. But they found me again. They always do. If they find you too, don't trust the people closest to you. The video cut off. Laura stared at the screen, her pulse racing. Suddenly, she heard footsteps behind her. She spun around, gun raised. "Easy, detective," said a familiar voice. It was Chief Daniels, her boss. He stepped into the room, hands raised. "He's not lying, is he?" Laura frowned. "You knew." Daniels sighed. "I tried to bury it. You don't know who we're dealing with. These people, they own everything. You keep digging, you'll end up like him." "Michael's alive," Laura said sharply. "I saw him." The chief's eyes darkened. "Then I guess we'll have to fix that mistake." Before she could react, another man stepped from the shadows, one of the same men who had chased Michael at the lake. Laura fired a warning shot, ducked behind the desk, and ran for the stairs. Gunfire echoed through the mill, bullets shattering glass and concrete. Laura reached the ground floor and slipped through a side door into the storm. Her car was parked across the lot, but another figure stood in front of it. A drenched man, trembling, with a familiar face. It was Michael. "You have to go," he shouted over the rain. "They'll kill you like they killed the others." "Michael, why come back?" she yelled. He looked broken, haunted. "Because someone has to tell the truth. I can't hide anymore." Before either could move, headlights flared behind them. The same black SUV screeched into the lot. Michael pushed Laura down as shots rang out again. He staggered backward, hit by a bullet, but managed to fire back. The SUV's tires screeched as it sped off into the night. Laura rushed to him, catching him as he fell. "Michael. Stay with me." He coughed, blood mixing with rain. "There's a drive in the mill office. Everything's there. Names. Accounts. Proof." His voice broke. "Tell my son. I'm sorry." His hand went limp. Laura sat there in the storm, holding the man who had been dead for 15 years, this time, for real. The next morning, federal agents arrived. The flash drive Michael mentioned exposed a massive corruption ring stretching far beyond Oak Ridge. Several arrests were made, but many suspects vanished before they could be caught. Detective Laura Hayes became a national name for uncovering one of the biggest fraud conspiracies in decades. But late at night, when she looked at the lake from her window, she still saw his reflection, watching, silent, as if protecting the truth he died to reveal. And as she turned off the lights in her office one evening, she found a note slipped under her door. It read, "Some ghosts never stay buried." She looked around the empty room, her heart pounding. Was it a warning, or a sign that Michael Turner was not as dead as everyone thought? Follow up for more American mysterious crime stories. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to hear more shocking real crime cases and unsolved mysteries that still haunt America today.